Hey everyone, welcome back to another Odoo 18 tutorial by Cybrosys. Today we are diving into the forecasted report in Odoo Inventory, a powerful tool that gives you a real-time view of your future stock levels if you work in sales, purchasing or manufacturing. This is essential for avoiding stockouts and improving planning. Let's jump right in. The forecasted report actually shows you projected stock levels. It helps with smarter planning for sales, manufacturing, and reordering. It only works on storable products, so make sure inventory tracking is enabled. First of all, let's move on to the inventory. As I said before, you have to make sure that for products, inventory tracking is available. I'll show you where the inventory tracking comes. So here you have a product called blue denim jeans. So you can see the track by inventory is given here. So only such products can be taken for, forecast reports and all. Okay. So first of all, you have to navigate to the inventory, and as I did, you have to go to the product. And if you choose the product, you will be having a smart button which is called forecasted. So this is the forecasted smart button. Okay. So you can, access from the sale order or even the purchase order. So there are a few ways to access the forecast. The first thing is go to the inventory app, open any of the tracked products and then click on the forecasted smart button as I did now. Okay. Or if you go to a sales or purchase order and click the small graph icon besides the product line, then from there also I'll show that also. Okay. So this is an example forecast chart with values appearing over time. Okay. So this chart basically shows how stock change over time. You can see the time over here. Time in the sense you can see the different dates over here. Okay. So you'll be having incoming from purchase orders or even manufacturing orders and outgoing, which is basically, see, you can see the incoming and the outgoing. Outgoing means the reserved ones for delivery or even manufacturing. Okay. So on hand is this much. This is the incoming and the outgoing. So the total forecasted units can be seen here. So forecasted is what you expect to have at any given point. Okay. So that's how you can see. Then you have a table. Okay. So if you just take a look at the table, you can see that below the chart, you will see a detailed table which includes things like the replenishment, the receipt dates, the units, where they are used, and the delivery dates. Okay. So you can actually reserve or unreserve stock directly here to match your priorities. You see, here you have the different stock, the units, and the used by as well as the delivery date. This is useful in fast moving warehouse or when juggling multiple orders. Okay, so you can actually click the replenish button. Okay, that is if you need more stock, you can just click on the replenish at the top where you can create a purchase order or even a manufacturing order. See, the product replenish is here and you can set the quantity and choose a vendor also. You can set the quantity from here. So I'm setting the quantity as 5 and clicking on confirm. Okay, so we've never set a rule for it. That's the reason why it shows like that. If you click on confirm, no rule had been found to replenish this thing. Okay, so the basic thing is that you have to go and configure route for it. So if you go back to this, you have the inventory section where you can see the routes. So I'm just putting it as buy. So what happens is for the purchase, if you add a vendor, so I'll add Abigail. The quantity is 5. The price is 5. Okay. I'm saving it. Now if you go to forecast and from here you can actually replenish it. The quantity I'm setting it to 5 itself and confirming it. You can see the vendor is there. So the following replenishment order has been generated. So an order has been generated here, which means a purchase order. This is the reference number of the purchase order. If you click on that, this will go to the purchase order, which has been created right here. So you can see the product, the quantity and the unit price. Okay. So if you are setting, a route as manufacturing means what happens? A manufacturing order will be generated. So here actually I set the route as buy. That's the reason why it created a purchase order. Okay. So it's that simple. So if you want to adjust the inventory manually, you can actually click on update the quantity. Okay, so you have the on hand quantity over here. From here, you can actually update it, right? So if you just go back and click on the forecast, see, from here, you can actually click on update quantity and update the quantity of the product. Okay. So from here, you can see the on hand quantities can be selected and you can update it from here. Okay. So that's how you can update directly from here. So for multi-step operations, Odoo shows reserved quantities in transit stock. This includes products that arrive but haven't reached the final warehouse location yet. Okay. So this is how the forecast basically works. So confirmed POs, that is the purchase orders and sale orders, impact the report. RFQs do not, but they are not confirmed. I mean, because they are not confirmed, only the confirmed RFQs becomes a purchase order, right? Okay. So that's how you basically deal with it. And then you also might have seen the negative forecast. Okay. So just go back, closing it. Okay. Just discard it, going back to the forecast report. So you might have been seeing the negative quantity of the forecasts, right? In certain cases, you might have seen the negative values for forecast. If you go to the replenishment and all, you can see that. Okay. So this means demand exceeds supply. That is, you have to act fast. Expedite orders, prioritize sales, or inform the customers. Now, you can actually, if you just take a look at the chart, when the stock is low, Odoo splits available inventory access orders using this to prioritize or reallocate incoming stock. Okay. So that's a wrap on the forecasted report in Odoo inventory. I hope you understood how the forecast things and all work. So it's a powerful tool to plan better, respond quicker, and avoid stock issues. So if this video helped, give it a like and subscribe for more Odoo tutorials. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.